DJDUBL.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, DJDUBLTV, of course. And today's another album review. J Hus just dropped his brand new album, Big Conspiracy, so we're going to be checking it out today. First things first, it leaked about a week ago. There was an album leak. I refuse to listen to those leaks there, and I think as a fan of the music, if you really are a fan, you should too, because the artists and the producers and the labels put a lot of time and effort into making these projects. And because of the leak, I believe the album was just released earlier than it should have been. I waited until it actually officially came out, and here we have it. We've got it right here. J Hus, Big Conspiracy. I got my coffee. I got the camera set up. We're good to go. And we're about to check out J Hus, Big Conspiracy. First thing to note about the album is the album cover. Very simplistic, no pictures, nothing, just J Hus, Big Conspiracy. Piracy out there as well. Hey, you know what? I wonder if that has anything to do with the fact that it was leaked. Might be onto something here. There's 13 tracks on the album, by the way, so hopefully we can steam through. It's only a 40-minute project, funnily enough. Anyway, let's press play. Track number 1, Big Conspiracy, featuring ICEÈ. Yeah, we're feeling it already. I'm feeling it already. Let's talk about the fact that this is a very highly anticipated album. Something that we as fans of J Hus have been waiting for a while. Obviously, he went away for a little while and now he's back. So, first of all, it's produced by TSB. Gotta say, in terms of the beats, we've already heard a track called Must Be, which was a single that dropped probably like 2 months ago, maybe, I don't know, I can't remember the release date, but it's not far from the vibe of that, like a very chilled out hip hop kind of vibe, decent instrumentation in there, a little bit of brass, I think maybe like a saxophone or something, just sounding good, definitely musical, and it's refreshing to hear Hus like this. I'm a big fan of his. So there's also a bit of a theory that the girl that features on it, ICEÈ, there's a theory that that might be J Hus's sister. I don't know whether that's true or not, but that's just something that I heard. She sounds good. I've never heard of her before. She's got a really nice voice. So let's get into track number 2, Helicopter.
Shaitan in police uniform, feds in the helicopter.
That sounds good. Another one produced by TSB, another one featuring ICEÈ. Now the way the two of those flow together on it as well, man, like they definitely sound very, very comfortable together on the track. Another vibe, I like it a lot. Helicopter is the name of track number 2. Number 3, Fight For Your Right, no features on this one. This one produced by ICEÈ.
I'm Destiny's Child, every day I survive.
First of all, production-wise, that tune is sounding good. ICEÈ on the beat. Yeah, that knocks, man. I like that. One thing I've always said about J Hus, yeah, he's very good at writing a chorus. Verse 2, there was a line that stood out to me. I was real till I fucked my boy's girl. The only way to repay him is to give him the world. And when I get my own wife, he can fuck her as well. Now, I've interviewed J Hus on this channel before, and it was a good one. And let me tell you right now, Hus, if you're coming back on the channel, if we do another interview, I'm asking you about that line, man. You are getting questioned about that there. Interesting. Definitely an interesting one to stand out for me. That's Fight For Your Right. Track number 4 is called Triumph. I tell you what, right? So track number 4, Triumph. This is the first time on this album that we're hearing J5 and J Hus together. The chemistry between those two is absolutely incredible. But you know what I like to hear? the way that both of them have evolved together, the sounds and the production that J5 is just giving to J Hus is amazing. But similarly, the way that J Hus sounds on a track, like it properly sounds like he's been training. Do you know what I mean? Like he really sounds like a master of this now. Maybe he's had some kind of vocal training. Maybe he's just done this so often he's figured it out for himself. I don't know what it is, but those two in a combination together, sounding amazing. I'm surprised that track 4 is the first track that we're hearing J5 and J Hus together, but still, it doesn't disappoint. The next track's called Play Play. There's 2 songs on this album that when I saw the track list, there's 2 songs that I was very excited to hear. And track number 5, Play Play, featuring BURNA Boy, is the first one of those 2. This one's produced by J5, Nana Rogues and Scribs Riley. And if you know about J5 and Nana Rogues alone, their library and their catalogue of hits, this song has hit written all over it before I've even pressed play. So let's check it out. This is called Play Play. Let's play, play, play. Play.
I know you're in love. Got me up the Mac with the extension.
The Gambia and Nigeria link up together. That's a definite Afrobeats tune. Only thing I would say about it, right? I reckon the title of that song should have been Guns and Girls. I think maybe if it was originally called Guns and Girls, I reckon they probably changed it to Play Play because of the radio friendliness of the song. Sonically, it would definitely be a good track for radio. Having J5 and Nana Rogues as producers is a great thing for this. Will definitely help towards radio. Having BURNA Boy, who's like the golden child of Afrobeats at the moment, having him as a feature on there would definitely help for radio. However, the entire song is basically different analogies and references to different guns. Radio doesn't like guns. They don't like it. As somebody who actually makes radio edits for radio, this would be a nightmare to clean up. And it just wouldn't sound great. A radio edit of this would not sound amazing. It's a good track though. I like it. Definitely my favourite so far. It was a bit slower than I expected it to be. I expected it to be a little bit more upbeat. But I think this one's going to be another one that actually does alright in the clubs. Even though it doesn't necessarily sound like a club track, I think this is potentially one that people are going to gravitate to. In the same way that Dave and BURNA Boy Location, it didn't really have that club song feel to it the first time. In my opinion, the first time I listened to it. Again, that's another one produced by J5. So, let's get on to the next track. The next song is called Cucumber.
I met that gal back in October. Then I gave her the cucumber. I'll give you everything you've been urging for.
Something definitely worth noting about this album, some of the tracks are quite short. So that one, for example, Cucumber, was just 2 minutes 41. Had one, Triumph, was under 3 minutes. Helicopter, which is the second tune, was 2.5 minutes. The next song's 2.5 minutes. The one after that's 2.5 minutes. The one after that's 2.5 minutes. And then the last 4 songs are over 3 minutes, with the very last song being 4. Yeah, even though it's a 13-track album, and it's only 40 minutes running total, it's obviously there's a lot of short tunes. But I think that's actually a good thing. It's only recently that I actually clocked how many songs I don't know or haven't really heard the third verse for in such a long time, because when I'm playing in the clubs or when people are playing in the clubs, you just don't really get that far through a song. And there's so much music out there right now, so much stuff being dropped constantly, constant, that I feel shorter songs are definitely the way forward. I've felt that about dancehall music for quite a while. I'm glad to see J Hus kind of adopting that, you know, just short, punchy songs. The next one is the second song that I was telling you about. When I looked at the track list, I saw 2 songs that I was really excited to hear. The first one was Play Play with BURNA Boy. This one is called Repeat, featuring KOFFEE. Another one produced by J5 as well. And KOFFEE is probably, I'm safe to say, one of my favourite breakthrough artists for 2019. I think she'll have a great year this year as well. And I think she just won a Grammy. I don't really pay much attention to like awards and stuff. I don't care for them. But I do know it's a big deal for her, the fact that she won a Grammy. So, yeah, the Grammy award winning, I hope it's a Grammy. I'm going to get crucified if it's not. But yeah, Grammy award winning artist KOFFEE on Repeat. That's the name of this song. Yo, that's an interesting one. I'm just going to leave the camera there for a minute. That's a real interesting tune, right? Because if I had heard it not on a J Hus album, 100% I would have said that was a KOFFEE single featuring J Hus. KOFFEE really owned that song, man. She really ran that song. Proper dancehall vibe to it as well. Again, definitely a summer tune. I'm getting a proper summer vibe from this whole album, to be honest. Like this is a project that's still going to be sitting with us well into summer 2020 and probably beyond, maybe into like autumn. That song right there, very, very good record. Well produced. I like the beat, I like the bass, I like everything about it. KOFFEE, well done. You absolutely owned that record. And like I say, that to me feels like KOFFEE featuring J Hus. Regardless, what a good song. And yeah, lived up to my expectations. I'm glad to hear that one. Next one, Fortune Teller.
You the one that I want, yeah, me now, you know. She know I want her, she a fortune teller.
That was all right. It wasn't the best song on the album. Nah, what am I saying? Like, I didn't really like that one, if I'm honest. Very simplistic. Other than just to put it on the album, I'm not really sure where I would put that song. Like, it's definitely not a radio song. I can't really see it catching on for the clubs. I wouldn't personally put it in my own playlist. It was what we call an album filler, in my opinion. The beat was good, and that's another thing I definitely got to emphasize. Sonically, this whole album is sounding incredible, like really, really good. But yeah, that one, I wasn't. Next song.
We're coming like the military. 1,000 bells coming like a two ferries.
If he comes to sit down with me about this album, I'm going to ask him about the length of these songs, because that one was called Reckless. It was 2.5 minutes long, 2 minutes 28 seconds long to be precise. 2 choruses, 2 very short verses, and even after the second verse, there was no last chorus. It was just verse and instrumental. I feel like it's been done deliberately. Yeah, there's absolutely no way that he doesn't have enough lyrics to fill these songs. J Hus is definitely a lyricist, so he's able to do it, but I'm just interested as to why some of the songs are so short. I'll ask, I'll find out. The next track, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left to go. This one's called No Denying. It's track number 10 on the album, and it's produced by TSB.
Ain't seen nothing like this. In life flesh, you know me, I'm the livest. Call on all your riders.
No Denying, that's a good one. One line that stood out to me, which another question I would love to ask. One of the lines, verse number 1. Say you shot a man, but I'm not impressed. My new girl is on house arrest. His new girlfriend is about that life. If he means like literally she is actually under house arrest, he might be talking about something else, I don't know. But yeah, next track, Must Be, which is a single that's out right now, produced by J5, of course. This is one I was chatting about earlier in the review, where we're talking about having a lot of having some brass in there, a little bit of saxophones. Very, very musical song, but with obviously the rap element as well. And that bass, man.
You're guilty, so you're guilty by association, man, you're guilty.
Oh, this is of course the song that I have heard, because everybody's heard it, because it's out before the album. Definitely the most musical song on the album so far, and there's only 2 songs left, so I don't know if they're gonna top that one. Must Be, produced by J5. The instrumentation, man, sonically, that's a very, very strong song. When I first heard it, I didn't ever think that it would be successful in the clubs. Like, I didn't think it would be a failure, but I didn't pick it out as a club song. There's certain songs I hear from an album that I'm like, yeah, this is definitely the one for the clubs. That when I first heard it, I didn't really think it was going to do so well in the clubs. Same, like I said earlier, with Dave and Burna Boy, Location. This song does really well in the clubs. So, yeah, out of all of them, at the moment, club-wise, this is the most successful. I think Repeat with KOFFEE and Play with Burna Boy, the two that I picked out before I heard the album, I think they're going to do quite well in the clubs as well. 2 more songs left, Love, Peace and Prosperity and Deepen and Rap. So let's listen to Love, Peace and Prosperity, track number 12.
Lord, peace and prosperity, God grant us the longevity. I don't want to make friends, I don't want to break the ice. I think about my life and I analyze.
And that concludes the album. That's the very last song on there. It's called Deeper Than Rap. Definitely is a Deeper Than Rap song. Now, first things first, for anybody that's outside of our world, listening to this for a review, listening to this for any other things, this isn't grime. There's a lot of people at the moment labeling any UK black rappers grime artists. This is definitely not grime. A lot of people labelled J Hus's last album, Common Sense, talking about the Afro rap styles and stuff, but this without a doubt is definitely rap music. Obviously there's a couple of Afrobeat style songs in there, and Repeat even is on the verge, I'd say, of maybe being a dancehall record as opposed to being an Afrobeat song. But yeah, Deeper Than Rap, I liked it. I think that's the closest that we're gonna get to J Hus doing a storytelling rap. And if you know me, you know I love a storytelling rap. And that, to me, is probably the only thing that this album is missing. I would love to hear J Hus just actually tell a story, like a proper scenario type story. It'd be quite interesting to hear, because I think he could do it. He's definitely got the talent and the wordplay for it, so I think that would be quite good. Other than that, that's it. That wraps up the Big Conspiracy album. I'm going to put the link to stream the album in the description for this video. Let me know in the comments as well if you agree with me about what I've said about these tracks, if you got a difference in opinion. Do you think this is a good album? Some people are even saying this is the album of the year. And we haven't even finished January yet. It's still January. It's a very good album, but I'm not writing off the other albums that are going to drop this year. Definitely not. But yeah, this is a very sick second album. A good way to follow up in his career. I wasn't bored at any point during this album either, so this is good, man. Congratulations to J Hus for putting out a very, very sick project. Another album review in the bag. I'm just kind of freestyling these as well, by the way. As you can probably tell, I do this anyway. I just sit down and listen to music, so I'm just bringing you with me. If you like the album reviews, let me know in the comments. If you agree or disagree with what I'm saying, let me know in the comments. Let's get interactive and talk about the music together. And also, yeah, if there's any artists or albums that you want to see reviewed on the channel, just let me know in the comments, or you can tweet me at DJDUBL or hit me up on Insta, DJDUBL Official. If it's music that I like or an artist that I'm into, I'll check it out and we'll do a review, man. So that's it. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel if this is your first time joining. Got some big interviews coming up, even more album reviews. My name is DJDUBL. This is DJDUBLTV. Thank you for watching, and I'm out of here.